Hi everyone, my name is Maria Dukova and today we're going to talk about between democracy, freedom and secularism, the case of France, Tunisia, Turkey, and yeah. If we're talking about France is an indivisible, secular, democratic, and social republic, guaranteeing that all citizens, regardless of their origin, race, or religion, are treated as equals before the law, are respecting all religious beliefs. States the Constitution of 1958. The freedom to practice religion has been recognized since 1905 when the law on the separation of the church and state came into effect. Far from being a weapon against religion, this text returned all religions to the private sector and established state secularism in the public sphere. The French state does not favor any one religion and guarantees their peaceful coexistence in respect of the law and promises to the republic. In application of specular principle, the law of 15th of March 2004 prohibited all clothing or other attitude displaying religious worship to be worn in schools. The terrorist attacks of the recent past years have struck France, have reopened debate over the identity of the place of religion, notably Islam, in French society. This debate has led questions about the potential for unity and cohesion of republicans' values in the modern world. Regarding fraternity, mistrust has replaced the short interlude of multiculturalism in French society at the end of the 90s and the beginning of the 2000s. For its part, the goal of equality refers to the issues of non-discrimination, solidarity, and also to the end of privilege and corporatism. At the same time, there is a question of the place occupied by young people in our societies, including those born to immigrant families who find difficulties to enter the job market, to win their material independence, and also to satisfy their needs for an ideal in the absence of any mobilizing project. Finally, the strong public mobilization after the Charlie Hebdo attack shows that freedom can be powerful, a driving force in terms of social bonding, if we recognize that this is not self-evident. It is principle of freedom that has brought the French and beyond France's borders many Europeans together. Since although political freedom was quite easily deemed to be a given by a political world, economic freedom has been considered negatively, notably in France, since it reflects ultra-liberalism and therefore has been deemed incompatible with the ideal of equality. Increasingly, however, many citizens are experience the effective limits of this freedom. This is the case notably in the suburbs where the individual freedoms is threatened by various kinds of insecurity and also fundamentalism, which is negating this liberty. Discussion goes beyond France and has taken on a European dimension after the terrorist attack in several EU member states. These events, both in France and somewhere in Europe, has shown they can unite and they can divide. Solidarity and unity must win the day, but the fear is that these new catastrophes are heightening not only division within French society but also in even between other European countries. When this type of event occurs in healthy societies, recovery is difficult, but in societies that have been weakened by successive crises, it is even more complicatable. In this context, beyond the fight to counter terrorism via military action abroad and by police enforcement and justice at home, The present events raise at least one fundamental issues for the cohesion of society, whose unity is necessary more than ever before, given by crises that are affecting it. The one that of the place of Muslim citizens in the European societies. Given the debate about an issue as sensitive as this one is too often polarized between radical positions, the ideas of the following have no other aim but to provide some points of references to help find our way through the discussion of the relationship between freedom and religious belief, recalling some key principles of the foundation of Europe's liberal democracies which have to be restarted. Political pluralism in Tunisia has made it difficult to implement and achieve the desired reforms and results quickly enough for the people to believe and support the transition. This has also allowed those who supported the old regime and who have benefited from it to begin to coalesce in various forms and to begin plotting to the failure of the democratic transitions. These divisions are found especially among the Islamic secular divide. Each side represents through 40-50% of the population, although Islamists are mostly a united front, while secularists are divided among more than 10 or 15 political groupings and tendencies. Many of them are, of course, united against an al-Nahda, and many of them want the coalition government to fail, but they are also divided along strong ideological, economic, social, and political fault lines. Bitter inner fighting among the secularist groups and parties between them and al-Nadha has led to rising tensions in the country and the weakening of national unity and dialogue and consensus. That's all for today, so have a good day and bye!